And welcome on in, everybody, to Frogman here, King Pep II, bringing you the latest and the newest update news for Brown Dust 2. So, before we get into it, like and subscribe if you're new to my channel, welcome on in. And if you're new to Brown Dust 2 as well, welcome on in too. So, if you want to get all the latest on Brown Dust 2, news, guides, and anything else Brown Dust 2 related, I got you covered. And with that being said, let's get it. Okay, so new update, or I should say the maintenance notes, just dropped about, I think it was like 4 hours ago, right? I couldn't sleep, so I was like, you know what? I'll make the video. I couldn't sleep at all. Like, I really had an issue sleeping. But anyway, okay, so to start it all off, I'm going to cover several segments of the dev notes here real quick, because I know that we all want to get to Mamonir. Believe me, I want to talk about her too. Okay, because I didn't read anything about her yet, because, you know, kind of wanted to save it just for, when I started the video here. But yeah, so let's read season event, the erosion update. This is the story that continues after the last season event story. Okay, so here it is, season event story, the erosion. Okay, so basically, season event bonus costumes will be changed to Night of Death Mamnoir, B rank idol Helena, Bikini agent Sylvia, and the Sword Queen Sylvia. So 2 Sylvias, right? Okay, so if you have them, basically you get extra, what are those called? I don't know. Event material to spend in the shop that they have in the event shop. That's basically what it is. Okay. Okay, so also we have the new Fiend Hunter boss. It's called Complex. It's a fire type. Obviously, it's catering towards Mamonir. She is a water type. Okay, magic water type. So here it is. So Complex Fire. In her past life, Palette was driven to her death by the suffocating gaze of others who judged her however they pleased. Reborn as an undead, she was finally able to paint freely under Mamonir. Yet Mamonir's devotion to Tados left no room for Palette. Realizing that no one could ever truly understand her, Palette's heart began to twist and convulse. And at the end of that descent, a monstrous being was born, a monstrous being of paint. Formed from the very work she had created, its roar, steeped in anxiety and terror, resounds through the hollow exhibition hall. So that's her. Okay, so we now also have the follow-up story for Name O Elise. There she is. It does look spicy. So there you go. So basically, if you have Name Elise, right, and you did the main Faded Guest story of hers and completed all the interactions and all that, or not interaction, all of her interaction stories, sorry, then this is basically just going to be an add-on. So you just go to the Gloopy Diner, you'll see her, vibe in there, you click on her, and then you can start the follow-up story. Okay, very easy to do. And there you go. So yeah, and also if you want to know, you only have to unlock her one time, just one time, that's it. Okay, so Faded Guest voiceover update. It's going to be full Korean and Japanese voiceovers will be added to the Faded Guest stories of Nightmare Bunny Eclipse. Let's see. Nightmare Bunny Eclipse, Innocent Bunny Tier, and Onsen Practitioner Ventana. Full Korean and Japanese voiceovers will be added to the follow-up stories of New Hire Nebris, Daydream Bunny Morphia, and Celebrity Bunny Loan. So they're follow-up stories that they had earlier this year. Partial Korean and Japanese voiceovers will be added to certain lines in the latter half of the Faded Guest story for Neon Savior Angelica. Okay, so now we have to wait for hers, right? But it says partial, though. That's interesting. Partial? Okay. I don't know. I mean, partial Korean and Japanese voiceovers will be added to certain lines. To certain lines? Oh, maybe, I don't know. Are they fixing up the story a little bit? I don't know. I don't know. It says full Korean and Japanese voiceovers here, and then it says partial for the later half of the Faded Guest story for Neon Savior Angelica. I think they were doing something different with her story, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I think they were. But anyway, there you have it with the voiceover that they'll be having now. A lot of voiceover, in fact, actually. So very nice. For Helena's special skin update, a special skin Rising Star Helena, which allows you to change the appearance of the B rank idol Helena costume, will be added. Upon purchasing the special skin, you'll additionally obtain the Rising Star Helena avatar outfits. If you own only the special skin without the B rank idol Helena costume, You can equip the avatar in Fantasia Square and set only the standing illustration and skill cutscenes on the home screen. The Rising Star Helena special skin can be obtained by purchasing the special skin package in the paid shop. When equipped, the skin changes the standing illustration, skill cutscenes, and SD character appearance of the original costume and adds new field idle motions not seen in the original character. So special skins do not include any interaction, so remember that, guys. It's going to be a little less, but it's still a kick-ass skill cutscene. As you know, if you didn't see, their live broadcast on their Twitter for the JP, I got you. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it for a little bit because I know how YouTube can be. So I'll show it real quick. If you want to pause it to get, the full, image of her, then just pause it. Okay. But let me read the end of this and I'll show it. No additional combat performance is granted. Uses the original costume skills. After obtaining the special skin, a skin button will appear above the SD character of B rank idol Helena under the companion tab, costume tab, and then the costume selection, which is the bottom. Tapping this button will open the skin change pop-up. So very easy to do. It's actually a very noticeable icon, by the way. You can't even miss it. It's like basically glowing at the icon that, once you purchase it, right? And then you go to B rank idol, you go to B rank idol Helena to go equip it in the, the character screen. It's like this highlighted image and you just click it and boom, you're done. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering, price-wise and all that, so, well, first off, let me showcase Helena real quick here. So this is going to be her. So here she is. Yes, I took screenshots from a while back, so this is her, okay? Take it in, right? So that is Helena. So, yes, there is a lot of areola shot, too, which is a very big plus, by the way. So in case you guys are interested. And then here is her butt shot, in case you want it. Pause the video really quickly. There it is. Okay. There you have it. Very quick, right? And then here is her stripper pose that she has going on for her. There it is. So that's what's going to happen with her special skin once you purchase it. And as for purchase, it is going to be $16.99 USD. Okay. Now, this was also a screenshot I took on their live stream. So here it is. 1,000 day celebration. Rising Star Helena special skin. Now, I don't know if the special skin is going to be purchasable in the web shop, which is up here. This is normally where I originally bought, Zenith's prestige skin tickets to roll for her. So I'm not sure if Helena's special skin is going to be added to this. It could be. It could be. I mean, I'll showcase everything when the update happens, obviously, but I'm hoping that it is, just because, you can gain some mileage points from it. I mean, it's not a huge loss if I just purchase it in the game, mind you. But I do hope it's in the web shop, just so I can get some mileage points. And for, those wondering too, yeah, whenever you purchase something from their web shop, right, you get, like, mileage points. Basically, it's like, something you can use and accumulate over time if you decide to whale in the game, right? And then you could just buy other packages with these mileage points instead of, like, your money. That's basically what it's for, okay? But yeah, so there you have it with the news on that, okay? 5, Guild Raid, oh, sorry about that. Guild Raid system change, okay, so let's take a look at this. They are going to, okay, so let's see, removal of invasion defense. So they are removing this, it looks like. This is something they did actually talk about in their live stream. Well, I guess before it was officially taken down, over in the, in the English side here, right? English side, global side, my god. Okay, Guild Raid Invasion Defense will be removed, and Boss Defense will instead run for 7 days. This change will take effect starting with the April 8th update next season. So when, basically, the end of this update, basically. That's upcoming, right? With the removal of Invasion Defense, Lancelot levels will be removed, and Lancelot stats will be fixed at level 5 values. Okay, so basically, normally, Invasion Defense, what you would do, in case you don't know this, is that you would have like 3 days worth of where you would fight bosses. They had like levels 1 through 5, 5 being the toughest to fight it at. But if you completed it, you would gain more points, which then added more points to Lancelot growing stronger because he also had levels, right? So that's basically how it worked. And now they're going to remove that completely and just have it fixed at level 5. So I know. In all honesty, I felt that the Invasion Defense actually, in my opinion at least, this is my opinion, I felt like it was a nice thing to have. You know, I thought it was fun. I liked it a lot. It's sad that they're gonna remove this now, but it was because people in a lot of guilds saw that people in their guilds weren't like participating and stuff, and it wasn't fair that they got rewards too, you know, for like not doing nothing, which, you know, I can agree and understand from a certain standpoint of it, but it is kind of a bummer that they're removing it, but it is what it is, right? The practice battle feature for guild raid boss defense will be removed, so no longer have that. Due to removal of invasion defense, the amount of mercenary alliance deed distributed will be adjusted as follows. So here we have before, right? Boss defense, invasion defense. Okay, total up to 3 days, clearing level 10. And then after, it's going to be this here. So they're removing the invasion defense here, right? It's no longer a thing. Boss defense is here. So, yeah. With removal of invasion defense, skill contribution points will now be calculated based on boss defense scores. With the removal of invasion defense, the achievement completion conditions related to invasion defense will be changed. So here's before. Clear guild raid invasion defense level 1 or higher. And then same thing down here says clear guild raid invasion defense level 5 or higher. And then afterwards, participate in boss defense once on any level. Clear guild raid boss defense level 5 or higher. So players who have already completed these achievements and claim their titles cannot complete them again. Only players who have not yet completed them will be able to progress under the new conditions. References to invasion defense will be removed from the guild raid tutorial and guidebook. So what are your thoughts on that? Is that something that you guys are liking or not so much? Are you in between or you don't really mind that much? So let's see. Changes to rewards for non-participation in boss defense. The conditions for receiving rewards will be changed based on participation in guild raid boss defense. Before, participation in either invasion defense or boss defense counted as guild raid participation, allowing rewards to be collected. Afterwards, with the changes here, with the removal of invasion defense, only participation in boss defense will count as guild raid participation, allowing rewards to be collected. So they did hear out a lot of the player base on this. So if you don't participate in boss defense, right, you won't be gaining nothing, okay? 3. Lancelot gauge improvements. The gauge gain formula based on damage taken by allied characters will be removed. References to damage received by allies will be removed from the tutorial and guidebook. So there you have it. Those are the new changes that are upcoming on this. Well, not in this update. It said it's going to be starting on April 8th, it says. Yeah. So April 8th, this is what's going to happen. Okay? And by the way, I am going to have the link here for the official, you know, if you want to read it and peruse it for yourselves, I'll post it in my description below. Okay? But there you have it. I don't know. In my opinion, like I said, I'll miss Invasion Defense. I had a lot of fun doing it. But like I also said, you know, I also understand that, you know, people that didn't participate, I can see it from their, you know, the players that didn't like how, you know, their guild members got rewards even though they didn't do anything, right? So to say, or just, I don't know, completed one invasion defense and then they were still out to get rewards. It wasn't fair because they were basically the ones that actually did participate that carried. So I can understand from their point of view on it. But like I said, it is what it is. I don't know. What do you guys think about the changes? But there you have it. Let's see. So 6, story and character adjustments, phase 2. Okay, so this is the phase 2 of the story and character removal, okay? So Celia's cookie segment in the latter part of story 6 will be removed. Some of Eclipse's lines in story pick 6 will be removed or revised. Some lines of Eustia, Shada, and Gray in story packs 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 14, and 19 will be removed. That's a lot of story packs. Some of Gray's lines in the Crossroads seasonal event will be removed. That is wild. What did he possibly say in Crossroads? Honestly, I'm not even gonna get into it. You know my stance on it. Honestly, I think it's ridiculous. I'm saying it. Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. But that's the breaks, right? That's what's happening. So if you want to do the stories beforehand, before they just retcon it, like it just never happened, then do the stories now for story pack 6, and I guess every other story pack 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 14, and 19. Okay. I'm surprised even with the crossroads. I'm wondering what he even said in that. That could have been remotely close to something with flirting or whatever. I don't know. But there you have it, guys. So that's it with phase 2 of the removal of certain lines and whatnot. Okay, 7. Others. Okay, so when fishing in multiplayer, the boat will now automatically depart once it reaches maximum capacity. To improve loading times, if you select settings, graphics, game start screen as home screen, pack loading will be skipped when first entering the home screen when launching the game. Some details in the profile for Night of Jealousy Levia will be revised. Oh, so they're reviving her stuff now. Wild, right? In the developer note from March 7th, we announced that an optimization patch would be applied on March 25th. UTC time, however, additional time is required to reduce memory usage and verify stability, so it has been rescheduled to April UTC. Okay, so there you have it. So here's another one. When accessing the game from a German IP address. Now remember, guys, what happened back in January. Some costumes, standing illustrations will be altered from their original designs. So basically, if you live in Germany, REP. Sorry to say, but you won't be getting the uncensored version of basically Terese. More importantly, Terese, I would say. Okay? And obviously, they most likely... I don't even know what they'll look like, to be honest, but I'm sure somebody out there is going to post it. But Rafithia, Seer, and Ruse also were all changed too. Like their skill animation scenes as well as their... most likely their art too. Terese, we all saw what happened with Terese back in January, but apparently this is only going to be for Germany, okay? I'm not even sure with Vietnam. I think Vietnam, because I read somewhere where Vietnam also, I think they had it removed from their stores because of their online gaming, I guess, laws changed or something like that happened. You can look it up too. It actually did happen with them too as well. But I think they were just straight up, it was just taken down from their store. Brownness 2 was. But yeah, so there you have it. It even says affected costumes. Pure White Blessing Rafithia, Red Riding Hood Rue, B Rank Idol Seer, and Demon Daughter Seer. So there you go. It says standing illustration was updated for Pure White Blessing Rafithia. Red Riding Hood Rue, outfit made less revealing. B Rank Idol Seer, outfit made less revealing. Demon Daughter Seer, outfit made less revealing. Now this is only for Germany, mind you. This is just Germany. Let me just say that again, just so you guys don't freak out. This is only for Germany, okay? Germany IP address, okay? I'm just delivering the news here, okay? So thanks to the strong support from our players, the end date for the Pummel statue content in Fantasia Square will be extended. Okay, so they're extending it. Okay, then. Guess you can beat them up at the Fantasia Square until what? April 8th. Okay, guys, so here we have the... before I break into her, by the way, let me remind you, okay, again, that now we are going to be getting Night of Death Mamnoir. There she is, right? She's also my PNG, as well as I have her in the right-hand corner. Now, be aware of this, okay? The Senran Kagura collaboration is going to be set on April 9th, okay? Now, I'm going to show you proof of this real quick. Oh, give me a moment. My bad. Where was it? Right here. So I had to go back into my my previous video I had. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. But here it is. So Collab Event Rerun. Okay. April 9th through May 7th, 2026. This year, guys, okay? So one new character is also going to be added. Now, the reason why we all know this is Senran Kagura is because one of the devs, and I believe it was Junhee, that's his name, I believe. He said something last year about how the collaboration reruns would basically be in the order that they were released. So Senran Kagura was the second, right? It was the second collaboration event that they had in the game. Okay, so this is why I said, be ready for this, okay? So it's going to be literally right after this upcoming update finishes the update basically on April 8th. Okay, so after Mamonir and all the other new content that I'm spewing about right now, talking to you guys about right now, after this ends, this is what's gonna happen. I mean, this is what it says. I mean, this could change. This could change, but I doubt it is. Okay, I doubt that it's gonna change the date, but just be aware of this. Okay, I'll even remind you again before continuing onward. So let's take a look at Night of Death Mamnoir. Okay, so here she is, and yes, I did save up for her. Okay, Night of Death Mamnoir is a water type. Okay, she's a magic type as well. She attacks the very front. That's interesting. Okay, we don't get many of magic types that do that. Not many. I mean, there are some. Let's see. Range is going to be 6 squares. Okay, so it's a pretty wide area, I would say. So let's see, at +0. Okay, so let's read. So for 6 turns, transforms by releasing the power of Octavius. Your critical damage is increased by 200% for 6 turns. Attack the enemy 8 times, dealing magic damage equal to 9% of your max HP per hit. So she is going to be scaling off of her max HP, okay? Her SP cost at +0 is 4, and her cooldown time is 7. Okay, so 7. Okay. We'll see. Okay, so +1, her SP cost goes down by 1 point. So there you have it. So it's 3 SP points. Skill effect does not change yet. Okay, so +2. Okay, so her skill effects does change. Your crit damage is increased by 220% for 6 turns, so it goes up by 20%. Attack the enemy 8 times, dealing magic damage equal to 10% instead of 9%. Okay, so it goes up by 1% of your max HP per hit. +3. Her critical damage goes up by another 20%, so at 240%. Attack per hit with max HP goes up again by another 1%, so 11%. So we see the pattern here, right? +4, critical damage goes up by another 20%, so 260% for 6 turns is increased. Magic damage equal to 12% of your max HP per hit, so another 1% up. And then a +5, you get another 20%, so 280% your critical damage is increased for Mamonir for 6 turns. And then attack the enemy 8 times, dealing magic damage equal to 13% of your max HP per hit. So there you have it. Skill tree. So critical damage enhancement goes up by another 20%. So altogether, okay, just for the sake of, I guess, this video, with her being at +5, it goes up to... your critical damage is increased by 300% for 6 turns then. Okay? That's actually quite a lot. And then damage goes up by another percentage. So attack the enemy 8 times, dealing magic damage equal to 14% of your max HP per hit then instead. And then skill range also increases. So instead of it being 6 tiles, it's 9 tiles. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Honestly, that's pretty good. Okay, so basically she increases her own critical damage, as we can clearly see. And she also attacks the enemy 8 times. Okay, so we are getting another chain stacker. So this is a very nice thing because, mind you, Sylvia was really the only one that had, like, that could do, like, chain refinements, right, with Masquerade Bunny and attack, like, 8 times. I think it was 8 times. I know it was 8 times for, I believe, the Curse Sylvia. And I think it was 7 times for her, the Descendant of the Great Witch, Sylvia. I believe it was. All I know is that she was the only one, for Magic at least, that had a high, chain count. So now we're finally getting, somebody else that can do this. So that's very nice, in fact. And also, she can increase her critical damage. That's a huge plus. For 6 turns, too. And also, leveling up the skill tree, I would say, is a big benefit in this. I mean, especially that skill range, right? That's 9 tiles, guys. That's a lot. Okay? That's actually the same thing as Sylvia. Sylvia does the same thing. All of her attacks, in fact, do attack 9 tiles, in fact. Yeah, they do. So, yeah, there you go. That's incredible, in fact. And then the additional, dealing magic damage equal to, like, I guess, depending on how much you level her up here. But just for the sake of this video, we'll say 14% because of the skill tree and all that. So, like, 14% of your max HP per hit. So where would she fall under investment wise? Okay, so let's see here. Let's analyze this. So investment wise, well, seeing as how Mamonir is a great addition to, and yes, I forgot to turn that off by chance here. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to turn something off, like my notifications in my bottom right hand corner. But you can't see it because of Mamonir there. So she blocked them. Anyway, but here we go, guys. So investment wise, well, seeing as how she's gonna be adding a lot more chain stacks now with magic. Now, this is me personally. My personal opinion. I would say to level her up. Okay. Now, with the critical damage, technically you can gain more critical damage maybe with well, let me see. I mean, Rafithia, obviously she adds critical damage with her Gluteus one, right? She adds up to, was it 150%, I believe, when she's +5 and her skill tree's leveled up. Man, I wish I opened the game. But she does add critical damage to your team. So necessarily, she's basically like also like Mikaela, because Mikaela, she also increases her own critical damage, right? But she has to do it with a separate costume. It's not like one costume. She has to do it separately though. So in a lot of ways, Mamonir doing that for just like having this all in one, skill effect basically is incredible. You get an increase of chain damage. Of chain damage, right? And you increase your own critical damage. So personally, I'm gonna try and +5 if I can. But if I don't, I want to at least try to level her up to at least +4. +4 at least for me. Now that's just me. If we're looking at this for just, I guess staying safe with it, so to say, with like, because obviously we have the Senran Kagura right around the corner, right, with the rerun, plus an additional new costume or a new character being added. I mean, I would stick with maybe +2. I would say +2. Why would I say +2? It's just for the fact that, you level her up and you and then obviously level up her skill tree to gain, an extra critical damage enhancement, more damage per hit with your max HP, and then skill range obviously this is what you should go for too, in my honest opinion about it. So +2, you're gonna be gaining, instead of 220, it's gonna be 240%, right? And then you'll gain 11% of your max HP per hit with magic, right? That's what I would say. See how she's like, and obviously your build is going to surround this, and you're obviously gonna have buffers too, like BH Idol Helena, obviously, right? Even Onsen Liberta for the chain stacking, putting Celia on your team with Mamonir. I'm definitely looking forward to this one, and then having Bridal Rafithia too to do additional, chain reinforcement, right? So like, I honestly don't think that heavy investment is necessary for this, in case you want to save for the Senran Kagura. If you don't want to save for the Senran Kagura, then honestly, I would try to just level her up in general, because I have a strong feeling that magic is gonna take a big, turn now, especially with chain stacking. I do believe it's gonna happen. So we still have like the rest of the year to gain more magic here, guys. Okay, whether it's a buffer or whether it's another chain stacker, we still have a lot of time to see this. Correct? So I would say +2 her. I'm gonna do my best to try and +5 her if I can. That's just me though. That's just me. But yeah, +2 her. Okay, level up her skill tree then. Okay, and really just go off depending on your builds. I would just work on HP obviously for her, because that's what it's scaling off of, right? Yeah, that's what it's scaling off of. So just try to get her HP upward, basically. I'm not too sure if magic is going to play too much of a... Yeah, it doesn't really say anything about magic increase or anything like that. Yeah, it's really only her max HP. So that's what I would personally work on with substats, is HP. HP percentage, flat stats, depending on what the skill tree looks like and what it has on it. And like I said, always work your gear around, you know, whatever their skill tree surrounds itself with. So if it has like flat stats of health or percentages of health, then you would base off, okay, so how many of which is which, right? So basically, if there's like 4 flat stats of health, and then the rest are like, you know, magic percentage numbers, which outweigh flat stats, then obviously you would increase the flat stats a little bit more. See what I'm saying? It's very easy to do. Now, mind you guys, this is her first costume, and for the record, they are going to have future releases of other costumes for Mamonir. It's the same thing with Palette. Like, Palette is definitely going to have, like, you know, the parallel universe forms. That's what I'm saying. So, just keep that in mind, too. Okay? Keep that in mind as well. So, we're definitely going to see another parallel world costume of Mamonir, and, yeah, and a Palette, too. Oh, my voice is kind of like, drink of water here. My God. Oh, man, sorry about that. My voice was kind of cracking. Anyway, though, but yeah, there you have it, though. So what do you guys think? I think she's worth it. In my opinion, I highly think she's worth it. So let's see. Let's read down here. So the Night of Death Mamnoir costume appears in the pubs of each story pack in the Fantasia Square pub, and can be recruited as a companion using a 5-star contract scroll. So there you have it. So just like Palette was, you can recruit her also in the pubs in each story pack, and also in the Fantasia Square pub. So that's really nice. So you can get a free copy of her. So if anything, +1 her, and then go recruit her. So basically just, and also keep in mind, she's also going to be in the Powder of Hope shop after the update ends. So that's another copy right there. It's another copy, 200 Powder of Hope. You can +3 her if you like. Yeah, maybe instead of +5 in her for me, I'll probably just then, you know what? I'll probably just +3 her if I can. You know, and then I'll like get a free copy of her, and I'll unlock her and +5 her in the Powder of Hope shop. Now, mind you, if I get very lucky, that is. Now, also, you can unlock her again in the Golden Thread shop. That's another thing. Okay, that's another thing. So, technically, you can get another copy of her as well in the Golden Thread shop. Okay? So, keep that in mind, too. So, you don't really have to go all out for her. They're literally giving you 2 free copies of her. And, the Golden Thread shot resets on April 1st, right? Because it resets each month. And then you can recruit her in the pub area. So that's like 2 free copies, basically. Now, the Golden Thread shop, I believe they cost 1,500 Golden Thread, if I'm not mistaken. Because obviously, yeah, it's a free enhancement. So just have enough for that, okay? And then 200 Powder of Hope shop, or 200 Powder of Hope for the Powder of Hope shop once the update ends, okay? So just want to say that now, okay? So you don't have to go all out for her then in the end, I guess. So yeah, you don't have to. +2 her, I would say, is the best place to go. Maybe I'll just +2 her myself now. Now that I think about it, I think I'll just +2 her, and I won't be greedy about it, and we'll see what happens with this, okay? Nonetheless, I'll showcase everything, and I'll go over it again, you know, when the update does drop, okay? So you have it. There's Mamonir. And then here's her weapon, Grim Surge, which is a really cool weapon, by the way. It's a trident. Okay, exclusive attribute adds 54% HP, so there you go. And that's really about it. And then just the basic attributes. So there you have it. Okay, there you have it. They're also going to be rerunning B rank idol Helena, okay, and her exclusive gear. So in case you guys are new to the game and you, well, technically, newer players should have the those selective tickets, I believe, right? I think that's still a thing for newer players. In all honesty, I guess for newer players that just start the game, you don't really have to do this. You can literally just +5 with those tickets that you guys get. That is if they, I believe they still do that. I believe they still do that. I doubt that they would have just stopped that, you know, and made that just a one-time thing. I think that's a permanent thing with newer players. I believe it is, at least. I believe it is. But as for, like, if you wanted to +5 B rank idol Helena, right, to get that 50% crit rate, then here's your chance to try and do it. Now, mind you, she's also going to be in the Powder of Hope shop as well, right after the update ends. And also, she is an option in the Golden Thread shop as well that resets each month. So she's not someone that I would say go all out for. But if you want to, her investment actually is a +5. Hands down, a +5 is her investment. Okay? But like I said, you can just get her through other means. Okay? Golden Thread Shop, Powder of Hope Shop, 2 copies right there. Okay? So, like I said, it's very easy to do because literally you just have to have the material on hand. Okay? Um, Basically, she's still one of the very strongest Magic supporters in the games. Like, she still is. No joke. She actually still is. She's one of the, you know, strongest still. You know, even though I know Grenadier was released and she's like H Lathel basically, except with Magic. B Idol Helena still is very strong with supporting. So let me read her skills real quick in case nobody knows her skills at this point. Let me just read them. So ally magic attack is increased by 35% for 4 turns. Healing allies at the end of each turn for 4 turns equal to 50% of your magic attack. Ally crit rate is increased by 25% for 4 turns. Now, that's when she's at +0. Her range, it covers all the area. Her SP cost is 3. Her cooldown time is 3. So every other turn, right? So +4, not +4, my god. +1, it goes up by 10% for ally magic attack is increased by 45% instead of 35. Heals allies at the end of each turn for 4 turns equal to 75% of your magic attack instead of 50%. So it goes up by 25%. +2 goes in intervals, it looks like. So magic attack increased by 55%. You heal equal to 100% of your magic attack instead. At +3, your SP cost goes down to 2 instead of 3 points. It's 2 now. Okay, skill effect stays the same at +4. Ally magic attack is increased by 75% for 4 turns, okay? And then at +5, this is when your, ally crit rate is increased by 50% for 4 turns. This is why I said she's an investment, but she's so worth it. And then when you level up her skill tree, obviously another worth it case here. It's very worth it. Ally magic attack is increased by 20%, so 40% altogether, for a total of 115%. And then her SP cost goes down again by 1 point. So basically, her SP cost is 1 point. So yeah, honestly, totally worth the investment at +5. And like I said, she's very easy to +5 in general because, well, Golden Thread Shop and the Powder of Hope Shop. There you go. There's the latest. And yes, I would say get her immediately if you're going to be, running a Magic team. Now, as for exclusive gear, which is Top Idol, it adds health, 54% health, but it's not something that I would personally say, you don't have to go for it, because you really don't have to go for it. Just use another, UR gear that you'll craft, because if anything, she's someone that you can just build with gear, have her survive in the field, really, Like I always say, build your gear around whoever you're going up against, a physical type, magic type. In this case, we're going up against a magic type Fiend Hunter boss, so if anything, that is if it doesn't do fixed damage, right? With Tanya, like Tanya was. But yeah, so just base her gear off of that with magic resistance, okay? And you should be fine. She has plenty of health in my opinion still, especially if you have Top Idol Helena with her, or because there's a Top Idol Helena, her other costume, right? But yeah, all in all, you don't really need the exclusive gear, okay? So you can pass up on it. Save you some tickets there and gems. Okay, so rerun Bikini Agent Sylvia costume and Sylvia's exclusive gear, Primaloon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It'll be available for pickup as well. Bikini Agent Sylvia costume is going to be rerunning on April 2nd at 12 a.m. UTC through April 15th, 11:59 p.m. UTC. Bikini Agent Sylvia costume will be added to the Powder of Hope shop after the maintenance on April 22nd, which is around the time where they're actually going to be revealing, in fact, the new costumes. So yes, like I said, guys, keep in mind that we do have other costumes on the way. So remember these. Remember this. What did I just say? Remember this, guys, okay? Just remember it. And in case you guys want to see some of the sketches that were revealed, these were them during their live stream that was sadly taken down for us over on Global. But this was from the JP one, so they still rock it. So there you have it. So, in all honesty, I was saying this was like Liberta. I mean, she has red hair. I don't know. Like, Rubia, I don't know if it would be Rubia or Sylvia, because technically they were released last year towards the end of the year as well. So I don't really know if it would be them. And it's been a while since we had a release of a new Liberta costume. So that's why I said I believe it's going to be Liberta. Okay. Now, I can't even say who the other two are going to be. I think this is going to be Lowen. I feel it is going to be Lowen. Her. It's a feeling I have. I think this is going to be Lowen. And the middle one, I don't know. I mean, there was like a lot of talk saying Eustia. So like Eustia being a top idol one was something that was mentioned. But I don't know. I mean, they said they weren't going to reveal too many or not reveal. They weren't going to have too many physical types in the game, right? For this year at least, and they were going to focus a lot more on magic. So that's why I was saying like, I don't think it would be her, but I don't know. They could surprise us. It could be her. I don't know. But I said one's Liberta, and I'm gonna say the other is gonna be Lowen. That's my guess. Okay, so as for the costume and exclusive gear scheduling, so March 11th through March 25th is Dream Palette still. Okay, Robin Hood Zenith is March 11th through April 8th. Okay. Rerun and Reclaim Destiny Sacred Eustia. She's currently running March 19th through April 1st. And then as for the newer and reruns here, Mamonir is going to be on March 25th through April 8th, right? Before the announcements for the Sun and Kagura rerun. Okay. And then B Rank Idol Helena is going to be on March 25th through April 8th as well. And then Bikini Agent Sylvia is going to be appearing on April 2nd through April 15th. Okay, guys? And it has the times here too, UTC. So in case you guys want to check this out too as well. Like I said, I'll have, the link here posted in my description below. So if you want to read everything word for word yourself, it'll be in my description below. Okay? They're all going to be added in the Powder of Hope shop after their updates as well. Along with their exclusive gears, follows the same scheduling as their costumes does. Okay? Powder of Hope shop schedule for us in upcoming update. Retired Legend Olivia, Shattered Dream Palettes, Acting Archbishop, Mikaela, Mikaela, and Sword Queen Sylvia. So like I said in my, way a long time ago when I was covering the update for Olivia and even Palette, I did say they were going to be Powder Hope shot, right? And same with Mikaela. Sword Queen Sylvia, though. Okay, so she was I guess, like I said, it's kind of a thing where it's just an RNG thing, I guess. I don't know how that works, to be honest. I think they just pick randomly who else is going to be added or who's fitting in this. In this case, Bikini Agent Sylvia is having a rerun, so maybe they just chose the Sword Queen Sylvia then. Okay, so Mirror War shop costume schedule. May Bikini Rubia. She's still in the Mirror War shop. Okay, her schedule is going to be ending on April 8th, so keep that in mind. And then the Golden Thread shop costume sale, Bikini Agent Sylvia is still in there. So they're actually having a rerun of her. Not to mention, you can get a copy of her, right? And in the Golden Thread shop currently right now. And I believe she costs $1,500, I think. I know she's in the thousands, but she's in the thousands. But there you have it. So there's another Bikini Agent Sylvia. And Bikini Agent Sylvia, in case you guys don't know, she is a physical type damage dealer, and she does do an AoE scale. She's very strong, in fact. Very, very strong. She also, if I remember correctly as well, she extends buffs on her, I think, for 2 more turns, which is really nice. Okay? She pairs very well up with Beachside Angel Terese. Okay, since Terese has an augmentation skill where if it's 5 chains or less, she adds, depending on how much you plus her, so-and-so percentage more augmentation damage. So in this case with Terese, she does 1 hit, right? So very nice to have. Homunculus Lathel definitely would fit in with Bikini Agent Sylvia, as well as Dark Saintus Liberta, right? You can even use 3-star Audinus, if you want to as well. For any newer players, you can use her along with Sylvia. And then when it comes to property damage, obviously Deanna, Raphethia, Brother Raphethia, she can help you out there too as well with increasing property damage. And those are the supporters that I would say for her then. And then if you want to add, physical damage or vulnerability, just add some, you know, just add a costume that does it. So like, you know, you got Rafina, you have Young Lady Blade, right? So you can choose 2 of those costumes as well to help her out with adding vulnerability to the enemy. But yeah, so there you have it. And like I said, she extends the buffs on herself for 2 turns. So very, very strong costume for Sylvia. It's actually the strongest costume, I believe, of hers. Okay, guys. So with that being said, that's really it. I mean, these are just some, you know, fixes that they had with it. But like I said, if you want to read more about that, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, so there you have it. I hope this video or, you know, helped you guys out with deciding on what to do. And like I said, keep in mind, and also in case you guys want a little bit of taste of Mamonir's, you know, skill cutscene, which I believe this is what it's going to be too. There it is. Okay. She's like the queen of the undead, right? But yeah, like I said again, I'll say it again before leaving. Okay, do my outro here. April 9th. Okay, April 9th. Remember, set the date in case you're interested in the Senran Kagura collaboration. Those are like the future updates. So yeah. So in case you guys are interested in the Senran Kagura, okay? Because like I don't know what other collaboration this could be, to be honest. Like honestly, what else could it be? I mean, if it's going in the order, it's got to be Senran Kagura. It's got to be. Okay? So one new character. Okay? So 4 they originally had. 1 they gave out for free, which was Yomi and her UR gear along with her SR gear at the time, which I'm sure they're going to do it again. So it'll be 3 of them, Hikage, Yuzakura, and Yumi, as well as their exclusive gears, and then 1 new character. Okay, guys? So there you have it. There's the latest. Is there anything else I got to say? I don't think there is. I mean, in case you guys want to see what the future plan updates were, this is like a lot of what they were still discussing with it. So new battle content, new lifestyle content, new growth system, refining mileage shop, and talk/infinity. Okay, the new growth system is actually something that interested in me in because we already had the Awakening, which was released 2 years ago, actually, in fact. Yeah, it was released 2 years ago. That was actually around the time when Queen of Cinctures and Mikaela, Deal Snatcher Levencia, and new hire Seer were introduced, and then we had new hire Nebris. That was actually when they released that system, the Awakening system, right? So this is just saying, you know, just gonna skip through real quick, just to see, you know, what we have planned and what they have planned for us in the future. So new Golden CM Coliseum rules, Taro's tactical mini manual boss battle, which is currently still going on. New pack combat system, guild rate improvements, feed hunter improvements, new female bosses. I know. Okay, so you know what? Before I say anything, like character/costume balance patches, experience earned via fishing traps and aquarium improvements. Okay, so the one thing with the new female bosses is now, look, I don't mind a really, you know, hot looking boss like we had in the last one, right? But I don't want them to completely be overtaken by like, because to be honest, I love the different creatures and, you know, boss themes that they had. You know what I mean? It would be a shame if they just steered away from that. I'm just being honest with that. I think that's an honest thing to say. And because like I would honestly miss like the dragons, like for example the basilisk, right, boss. That's still one of my favorites, and also very, very cool looking boss design, right? It was the basilisk boss with blade. I love that boss. How it was designed and how actually, you know, when you fought it too, it was a really fun boss fight. I also love the you know, the mech boss that we had in the last one, right? The one that had the drill and everything. Looking like a Power Ranger type boss, or Power Ranger like mecha. That's what I compared it to. Anyway, but yeah, like those are the types of themes that I really loved about them, right? Tanya's design was really cool looking too, right? It was like this shadow creature, right? Um, so that's what I was saying about this with the new female boss. Like I said, I don't mind them, but as long as they don't like completely overtake like other cool designs that we could have with, you know, creatures and stuff, then I won't mind it, you know. But I think that's about it. Looks like they're still talking. Yeah, this might be about it then with the. But yeah, guys. So there you have it. That's it. That's gonna do it for this video. So Take care, stay classy, and I'll catch you all when the update happens. Okay? Take care, guys.